Welcome, 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 everybody. We are here, the end of the road. This is the 11th video in our 11-part series of opening packs all the way up to Shadows. Although I will say that I do have a surprise for next week or whenever I get around to it. So let's talk about the task at hand, and just want to say a quick thank you to everybody that's tuned in to watch these pack openings. They're really fun to do, and I just want to share it with other people. If you like the channel, please like and subscribe because it helps grow the game as it shares it with other people through the YouTube algorithm. So this week we have Shadows. So Shadows is set 11. So these are not particularly expensive packs, maybe $4 to $6 on eBay. So they're still relatively cheap. And why is that? So Shadows is an attempt at the relaunch of the game. So if you think about this, each of the movie blocks had 3 sets. So those were all mostly standalone, so you could sort of play them together. And then they ran out of movies. So what do? And you relaunch it through something called Shadows. So this is set 11, and this is a big set. I believe it's like 360 odd cards. Let's see what it says here. It says 260 plus base cards, so maybe it's only that. But essentially, it's a base set, and there was, I think, 3 in this block, including the next one called Black Rider, and the one after that called Bloodlines. And this is really when things start to fall off for Decipher. So this set was printed very widely. That's why it's still relatively cheap. But every set after this gets more and more scarce. So let's talk a little bit about what we're about to see in here. So instead of foils with Shadows, they moved to RF, which are rare foils, and then something called Masterworks. So Masterworks, so the were intended to be about once in every box there would be a Masterwork. So a rare foil is the same rarity as a normal foil, so it's about 1 in every 6 or so have a rare foil. So there's a lot of those floating around. But the Masterworks is supposed to be 1 in every booster box. So you're thinking maybe 1 in every 36 packs would have a Masterwork. And we can talk a little bit about the evolution of foils. So you can kind of see that this is just, an overview of everything, right? So it's a bit of every sort of race. There's some reprints. Here we have Gimli, Lively Combatant. Let's see what else we have. Oh, there's our rare. So our rare is Keening Wall. And do we have a foil? We do not. So this is actually the first pack of Shadows that I've ever opened. And might be the last couple, to be honest, because I don't find these to be super interesting. There's a bunch out there. The cards aren't really that cool. The starter decks actually make pretty good, starting points in the game. But one of the big innovations they did with this, and let me see, did I get a site in here? Is they took out the site paths, so you could essentially make the game go in any order, which I think is a nice idea, but it kind of removes a little bit of the thematic fun of going from, the Shire to Mount Doom, if you will. So, our last pack here. And as I said, there's going to be a surprise in the coming weeks. Let's just say I got something really big that I want to open and share with everybody, and that will be the conclusion of our series. Shadowfax. Dope horse. Dope horse. And this is our rare, Not Yet Vanquished. So, pretty cool Golem card and no foil. So these are fairly underwhelming packs, to be honest. These are our 2 rares once again. And like I said, this is sort of where the game starts to fall off, and it just becomes much less popular, and a lot of players quit because they felt like re-releasing everything was kind of greedy. And then also the formats of foils, which are always popular, becoming rare foils, and then Masterworks, it just was not super beloved by folks. So Shadows is pretty cheap as a set. You can probably find it for under 150 bucks for 250 plus cards. So these are the two rares we got. Good starting point if you want to just come to the game, not think about movie blocks, but maybe not for beginners. So thank you for joining me, everybody. This has been a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody that's been here throughout all the videos. And like I said, I have one more surprise video coming. So have a good rest of your day.